Habib, watchal tuti. Okay.
Alright, guys, we are back here. Usually, since Friday session be brought to you by Gambia Football Fans TV. As usual, I have Sana here and Musa Habibi Fall. Tay nak suñ show bi would be more about the GFF League before 2021 or 2022. But at the end of the show, dinañ waxtaanee affaire the Dubai camp. Réew ñu mbir ne Scorpions would be playing against New Zealand. Dinañ waxtaanee affaire camp bi ak affaire the state of the team and the coach and all that stuff. But si suñ biir waxtaani tey bi dinañ waxtaanee last season compared to this season ay ñoom fortune seen success yu gaay am seen summer bi naka la ko gaay spende Real di Banjul seen summer bi wali daan transfer yi at seen camps yu gaay nekk di yëngu Elite United and all these teams fàtte wuñ Hawks Marimo all these teams yoo xam ne dinañ bokk suñu waxtaan bi tey dinañ ko cover but as usual balaa ñuy dugga si affaire si dinaa bàyyi Sana please if you can greet my Mandinka mbokkas please in Mandinka and then Habibi dina nuyu
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi right dinaa nuyu si Mandinka waaye fa nga si olof lay doore di nuyu suñ fa ñoo xam ne ñoo ñu ne toppari seen Friday edition bi la hashtag nuyu Gambian Football di continuer rek di leen gërëm yéen yëpp si seen seen follow up bi ak seen feedback si comme niñ ko dee wax rek Gambian Football la si ñun yëpp foofu lañ bokka te loolu la ñoo wax ñu ngi leen a ñaanal ku nekk rek bi nga yóotu yaa ko xam ñaan na ko yàlla may mbani kolu coming ras ya fa ñaame rek ala frankala mandika kam fola di say but the problem tije mbal be konton na mbal tentu la mbal jayla mbal bisimla la na programme on coming every Friday hashtag Nuyo Gambian Football ndum programme on mi yalon ko na Gambia footballo nkawole la cool jibe comme ni lokun tambala mimbe kering ras na da foko bimbe ligo ming bina aduna kono 2021-2022 season National Division 1 League do ko jibe la demande faka pare nse wali dan fana na ko ka demande mi yalla go right now e be training camp soto kan Dubai national team of fana ngalo ne ko e be nyanta play la le sama inshallah rabbi in New Zealand ibo game soto la Dubai le do fana ko fana ka la inshallah rabbi wali dan astaghfirullah wol be Saudi Arabia le ila training camp fanang ñaata do man fanang be kumandim fono lo fanang to ala baraka baraka
Habibi next show nak suma host yo ya nuyu si Mandinka
man nak diga Mandinka why the thing is Mandinka lu mo mëna diga mo ëpp lu mo mëna wax that's the problem
waaw no dam la dugal si pa rek
no ras bu ko dugal si pa dafa wara wax sosé
way
si yoon
ras wa stane man ñubin kala
waaw
man dama diga sosé bu baax dafa nekk ne rek so ñëwé si air bi lay wax dafa wara leer bu mu nga wax nga am na ko daanale fi nga baaw
mene ras bala Habib di ñëw ñu ngi nuyu suñ pako bu baax sol Suisse moom fexe naa ko be soona ko xam ne tamit mu ngi yëngu si Gambian football ci lu bëri and he's doing a great job
so dafa ñëw
regarding national team bi players he's a good citizen
so dafa ñëw straight up loolu moom is a matter of must he has to anyway guys once again ñëwaat nañ seen usual Friday programme bi hashtag Nuyo Gambian Football comme nu ko ras waxee rek as always am nañ topics yoo xam ne they are really important comme ni ngeen ko xamee rek ñun dañuy follow li nga xam ne moo nekk di trend on our football so once again we expect to have a very good show because topics are important so ñu ngi urge our followers to stay tuned and then they could share this link to other platform to ko defee ñi nga xam ne xamuñ li xew ñu mën a follow up so ras comme ni nga ko xamee rek ñun tey moom ñu sa gannaaw
Well, no, dinañ ko daaneel sax waaye balaa ñuy continuer sax let's go back to last season because ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne last season excitement bi at entertainment wise was one of the best seasons. So you look at Fortune, the run they had to win the league. You look at the summer base and CAF experience. You look at how much support la guy am from fancy. It doesn't matter the real la one, the Wally Dan, the Birkama. You never can't be support Fortune, especially this stadium. You could feel it. Even away games are on Facebook Live. You could see the number of people that were watching. Neka behind Fortune. So I would start with Habibi. Man luma buga laite moy. This experience, are other teams looking at it and saying, "Hey, Lee Moy swing standard. Next league, then next this season coming. Then buga win league. Then buga represent Gambia during the summer. Deka bi yeb neka swing kana."
Well, I'm the football. Last season, I'm not the one who do work from the beginning. Moy suma demon si games. Ma gis game bi jeex and say bu game jeexee ma gis fans yi invite pitch bi di jël selfie with their stars bu ma gisee loolu from the beginning ma xam ne something big is coming because lii ñii man damay gis the love from the fans comme yow mu gis Messi or Cristiano léegi ma gis a particular player boo xam ne nekkut sa team mu ngi si opposing team bi waaye mu toj may su game bi jeexee despite the fact ne nekkul sa player nga dem ba si moom jël picture ak moom ñii di génnee xaalis di may ma ne something is coming up. So ma gis that trend muy yokku di yokku ba xam nga after night game si commencé nag affaire si explode so loolu daf ma wanoon ne Gambian si ñu ngi start di buggal luñ moom. So down the stretch, not only football, even in music, Ningi start a different mindset when it comes to Gambia.
Because are you looking at Wally Dan or a Real or a Hawks and saying gis nañ Fortune nuñ tojee dëkk bi that's their goal for them to touch.
No, teams like Wally Dan, Real the Banjul Hawks, these are the household name of Gambian football. Teams teams they know what it takes to do it. Xam nañ what to do because when su dee experience am nañ ko su dee officials am nañ ko su dee history bi move fa these teams have been winning the league for many times but the question is ndax dinañ def what it takes to win the league. For example, what Fortune luñ def is no magic. The team was together for a while but when it comes to this last season they step up some game. The manager was on top of his game, spending a lot of money, motivating the players. To make sure the boys and we are happy. And then if you motivate your players, that's all you could do. And that's what happened. That's what motivate team B. Team B gathered together. They play very good team. They were playing together as a team. And you have a Gambia. So you win the fan base that they up. So the more Fortune we are consistent, winning the games, every game now is social media. You don't know about Fortune. You know how many Gambian football, you start to know this Fortune. Man, just now you have then start Fortune. You know how much is football. But the atmosphere was so good, they have to join. So Fortune setting pace
social media social media boy one nisa you seeing a lot of action to social media during the season at CAF competition bu gaay don neka lolu tax na be man tam olbatu mané ci suma bi I did not see enough social media present, enough marketing from Fortune. While lolu tam taxut ñu ne gaay they were not working behind the scenes because demba rek gaay post nañ ne this Finnish agent Marco Saralini did not know, whole team before a week. Is a scout, is an agent for a purpose of maybe Mujil being a player or two. So that would give us the impression that Fortune new send preseason and all that kind of
stuff. No, you job.
Luma Bugona Sana Monica, in terms of the league, do they have what it takes for ñu mun a defend league bi? Because defending the league is very hard. Foog nga ne Fortune, they have what it takes for ñu mun a defend that league.
Actually, Ras, Somalaji at a coaching point of view, yes, because the coach would be very optimistic, and then he's going to fancy his chances of defending the title because Fimo Sukandeko Moy, I have got the experience. I'm fresh from winning it, and what we did to win it, we can do the same thing to win it, and then I think that's going to be his objective. And then if do Fortune have the weapons to defend the title? Yes, they do. You know, even whereas they lost some very good players, you know, the likes of Bora, who's been very, very instrumental, Degenana Uman, you know, and a few other players, Kedem Senegal, for particular, if I'm right, you know, Bernard Silva, Bernard Silva, who's going to Senegal. You know, but hey, Fortune, it was a mixture of experienced and inexperienced players. I did say that at the beginning of the season. You know, Jane was very smart to bring in you know, players who have the experience. Maybe the young players will feel okay, we are ready. We have learned a lot from these players, and then now we can also take the mantle and move forward. So basically, from a coaching point of view, yes, they're gonna fancy their chances, and they will go into the league with their heads high. You know, even though the CAF Championship was a disappointment, but you know, I think they will go into the league with a very good confidence.
Wow,
I want to ask Sandra one question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know how many players left from Fortune?
Well, I cannot have. I mean, out of head right now.
Okay, let me tell you. It's a lot, and these are key players for now. Because
come Limala one, I can see where you're coming from, and then which is okay. But I can also tell you that the coach will still feel that he can inject you know that team spirit that among and also that belief, because knowing Jane, you know him of very passionate about his own job. So yes, he can lose good players, but if he can have players who can give him the standard being required, he's going to fancy his chances. And I think Fortune for the past 3 seasons, Mini Leglen Doregis guy you win League B, but they've been one of the teams that was very, very hard to beat in the past 3 seasons. I was with Elite, and I can tell you the first game we had against them, Elite in the first division, was against Fortune in Brikama. You know, that was a massive game. And I told them, I said, this is a championship winning team. But you know, of course, you need some consistency along the road. You need luck. You know, there are a lot of ingredients involved. You know, we've seen the team management has been very, very, very instrumental. They have been supportive to the players, and Hamdan Gambian players, if they are motivated, you know, they could go that extra mile to to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, but Habibi making a great point there. You know, Fortune, they still have these core players. They still have many players in there. But we also know in the summer, teams like Walid and Nyomtam Netherwood, you know, Indian players, you know, they've brought players from North Africa. You know, Alajuba Nyona, Keba Sambu Nyona. You know, they even brought a player from Serbia, Central and Southeastern Europe, Usman Juf, that played Trial FC. You know, Armed Forces in the name for left back, Kohamneni is a veteran, you know. So they may become United in the name for goalkeeper Musa Jata. More play than first test might be Dubai for against Kuwait and championship of 2019. Their goalkeeper be definitely very, very well. They also even brought in players from Senegal, you know, Kayofoot in the name for 3 players. Habibi, Wali Dan is a rival to Riyadh. What signal are they sending to their rivals?
It's ABC. You know, the writings are on the wall. You could see where they want to be, because Sohole, what happened last season? You guys struggled in the first round. At Nagaling bounce back, new win league. Mola wanted to win. Sorry, Asafuda, very close football is all about consistency. In the Gambian league, so you win 4-5 matches in a row, you are in the race. Because Gambian league, most of the time, I win, draw, lose, tumble. So I'm not consistent. So you are back. While then you figure how many football what a nigga. You know, so you know what football in Gambia does. Football in Gambia without mention well done. It doesn't matter if they are your rivals or not. These are facts on the table. People like myself, gonna enjoy lulu. Ne wali dan dafa wara ñew. Hawks dafa wara ñew. Man luma gënal moy ma gis a 4-5 horse race in the league. 5 teams yoo xam ne dañ laa wane they can all win the league. Man su league bi su agee foofu loolu man si lay content. Then you want okay, 1 or 2 are the best teams and the rest no. Man, I want to see competition in our league. Lolo mo want to push to the next level. But while done what they did from last season till now, so when a wild done fan, munga juice lean back because hell what na model.
Hatib wild done.
Wow. Man, this man a wild done fan. Mangi nan suma juice nan suma level because man Luma gis last season, play over we play. The stronger teams from the first whistle, they score goals for fun. Takes new art experience because players were in the meaningly. So the expectations are that they will do better.
Yeah, why Tamit the same while in the beginning of the season they struggle a lot. But some of these struggle, let's say, for example, also being suspended. You know, they struggle to score goals until John Mendy when you step up and few other people step up. Late part of the season, guys start to pick up points. Why Lumagina impressed this summer signing, you know, they are doubling up in a sense, makes on in depth. So all left back Bunyo no Nusana, post game he was anchoring the back line. Over Marshall backline be one do if you do at Krip Karab. You know, Sana played the first game, the next game, you in the Michini Gomez from Kayofut, Senegal. Michini Gomez Dugasi, assist. So Sana Lumala Buga Laite Moneka. Coach for the struggle the past couple seasons. And Walidan, you don't relinquish the relegation battle. This season with all this signings, what are we expecting from him? Because what the next relegation be done?
Well, it's crystal clear. These Walidan season when everybody will be under pressure simply because pressure be more. They have signed numerous players, but hey, you have to hold your heads high. You know, you coaches needs competition in different departments, and I think Fode have abundance of that this season. And I believe he has looked back and on his past seasons, found deficiency, and I believe that is the areas that he definitely trying to strengthen. And you know, one thing is there: if you had a very good left back and a right back, you know, they are very versatile and they are very smart in going forward, and they can add quality to the forward. You could definitely give trouble to Gambian teams because the issue is most of the deficiency when they are our full backs. Don't they tailor join attack? We should join attack with them. Then they have deficiency in qualities, and I think Fode worked on that. I think Fode works on that as well right now. Bring in the halfbacks, full backs, they have experience at all level, and that is a big plus to Walidan. If their strikers can continue scoring and their fullbacks can add few more goals and assists, Walidan is going to be the toughest team in the league this season. With all indications, with the players they signed, Figai Jehal last season, they're going to fancy their chances. They're going to fancy their chances today. And I think the president, the coach are making a very big statement. It is up to the teams like Real de Banjul who will be very, they have been very inconsistent of late, you step up their game. And, we did call for competition in the league. And I think this is healthy. It is good to see them Fortune, will be under pressure to defend this title. Walidan, finished third, and then they will fancy their chances. No, we won't talk. Elite United, we are not going to talk. We are home of talents, and then we will continue to be the underdogs and the surprise package in the league. In as much as we lost some players right now, but we will still be where we are.
I'm just finding out that you are Elite United. I have you.
Mane, from the comment, one guy asked about the players that Fortune are missing. So Harama just a few names because he commented asking us to name those players. So what I was saying, I'm not Fortune box on past years, you know, I'm calling. They do play very good football ever since, but they find it difficult to bang goals. So you know, score goals was mostly their problem. So winning league with a very solid squad. Why for example, so Holly and Diggy one of the key players in the team, the player of the season, Lamin Sedikan Lefo is not currently with the team, Mungi somewhere in Europe. Tian Mar is not in town. Then you know the two pillars in the midfield. You understand? There's another boy, I forget his name, but they call him Golo Kante. He was with them while he's back to UK. Mom Mungi play in UK. So Holly and forward line. Bura was really experienced. He chased every ball. He's this Suarez type of a player. He chased every ball. So Bura is also not there. And the whole send teenage wonder boy Bernard Silva, you know from the bench, he scored those wonder goals. Mom tamin currently mom mungi Senegal. Anyway, and then the other midfield player OJ Tamin, he's back to I think Dubai or UAE. And I think some of the players missing are very, very experienced because so how Tian Mar, the whole Lamin Sedikan Lefo, Momlen vote the best player in the league last season. The whole Bura, these are very, very, very top players. They can be replaced by younger ones, but sometimes maybe the only problem was maybe some experience. Because Bura, but when you Fortune, he was playing professional football, so he got vast experience. I understand. So, come Fortune, they are doing their market on the ground. They couldn't make noise of the players they are signing. Man, just not dig a few because Fortune team that it's close to me. So they got a few players why they are taking everything slowly. Fana they go by real wild and you any pressure of it. Why? Having a coach of Jane over 20 years coach, he knows what to do. He missed very, very good players, experienced players. Hamna Gambia, Hamna Ligby. So he's doing his homeworks right because Gisna real ak Waldan you know with something different in the players so they are very experienced in the league. So pour nga mëna win league be back to back da nga need adjustment bu baaxa ñom the good thing about them
I'm not resources not just adjustment. I believe Fortune amna resources in terms of resources, not just financial resources. So I'm a coach bu melni Jane, the experience, that's huge resources. Pepper Fortune send management to win the league. I was very impressed with how they manage themselves. So losing these players, obviously, it would be a little bit of setback, but I think they are competent. They have what they need to make sure that they would compete. But I just want to finish this Walidan conversation that we were having. Obviously, I point out now a coach Formung struggle in the beginning of the league. So I also, before moving forward, I also want to be fair to him to acknowledge that you look at the Walidan team, guys, it was a young squad. They had about 6 players who have been experienced. They could Division 2, sir. So these 6 players had some time, they contributed a lot in the team. But now that, Indina, all these experienced players, Yolenawa, is similar to what we have seen, Fortune Lindef, bringing the likes of Nakaram Turat, Patrick Silva back, Sonna, Mbura, Zico. Do you think the Walidan are using the same approach? Because to me, this is kind of like, we want to win now, we want to do it this season kind of approach, then win League Day.
Sana, do you think this is the approach that Walidan is using?
Yeah, it's similar. It's similar to the one Fortune did because feeling what is missing in the team, that key thing missing in the team is experience. And the players Walidan brought in, mun nañ ligue bi, xam nañ ligue bi. That is one good thing. You know, and I think that is going to add lot of quality to the team. And you know, I think Fode is very smart. You know, he will go into this league with full of confidence. But like I said, that comes with the job, and you know, depend how soon is he going to have that right balance, you know, to mix the experienced and inexperienced players, the right team that's going to give him result. I know it's going to be tough, but it's always good to have a stiff competition in different departments as a coach. That is going to give you more food for thought, and then you'll always be looking for that quality from each player. And I think he's got that this season. He also has to step up his game. We know him, he's experienced, he has been there, he have done it, Dubena Dunyar. And I think, you know, from a neutral point of view, Walidan would be one of the top threes in my prediction for the new season.
They will be top three, but fortunately, it's not just Walidan who is preparing because it's Sunreal. I'm not talking
Lima means top three. No one thinks Elite United will come and finish second in the league. No one thinks about it.
Exactly.
And we did know the quality player we had and what we can do on the pitch. Yes, we lost some very good players, but that you're talking about home of talents. And I can tell you, if one player is out, the other player will come in.
It didn't have to do because we have a segment on Elite 2. You're starting to enjoy, but let's go because you were here, Walidan. Fuck you are real. These are the two top teams traditionally, you know, longevity-wise, success-wise. They are the two top teams. You know, we know the real time Nella won't sign any. You know, Bugun teams Bugun your bet to come last year. Lu Fortune don't def. Gadi talk dine high. But Fortune you get in the but because Fortune had a plan, and we see in Walidan, you know, trying to have a plan. Time it's the off season, but we see in Real having a plan. You know, we even see in Real getting players from Greater Tomorrow. You know, Samba Jallo, Sri Kamara, Abdou Nyasi, Lamin Baji. The players, I don't know how familiar you guys are with these players. Giseng and Lee as reinforcement. Any of these players able to come in and steal a first position? The Real team.
Ras Bala Abib Dino, because Mom Real the Banjul fan, and I'm glad you asked about Real the Banjul. I know he has a lot of things on the table for us regarding Real the Banjul.
No.
But hey, I can tell you this. Bulfadene Greater Tomorrow is one of the teams that qualified from the West Coast region to the National Second Division League. And the team is been known of producing top talents in the country. James Gomez came from Greater Tomorrow in the third division, you know, no play break a few seasons, then guy Jaiko Real de Banjul. So I'm telling you, it's one of the teams in my region. It's from my region because I'm not Ledbuba. It's one of the teams that is known for producing top talents. I have no doubt Willie will go back to that team again, and I know that he's going to have a top talent in the team. Exactly.
Habibi, do you think those coming from Greater Tomorrow have the potential to just come in and make an impact? You know, still a starting position.
But I'm not focused. I'm not bringing, making a lot of signings in a team. Mm-hmm. It can be good, but it can be disastrous. When I watch the league very close, this is not Fortune. Before we have those additions in the second round, the way Fortune we are playing in the first round is way better than the second round. Because team first round was very close together. They know each other very well. Same performance in the first round. moo leen win loolu
was a lot better.
am na maa gis yoo xam ne Fortune they just hold on because of the experience bu jéeg am ak players they hold on. I'm not giving them that it was really not good enough, but they hold on and take a point. I understand. So sometimes zinga bu kay player Brikama team buñ taba bobu it's almost their team. Players you join guy in the second round. What better player was outstanding. Mom buñ ko indé dafa jël place moy Ibu Sanyang. Out of all those 5-6 players, Ibu Sanyang was standout. Mom dafa ñew jël place play games here. Perfect play. Very good play. So sometimes
this is Fortune you are talking about.
Fortune I'm talking about because I watch them a lot. First round bi dañ la attack do ci mun dara. Dañ la soga. Play la win.
Wa legi yow tegal Fortune for side before now because dañ bëgga bako ñun Real dañ bëgga bako ne li la ñoo indi. So Fortune
no fofu no bo gisé ma commencé Fortune both Real de Banjul and Walidan did a similar thing. They indi few players. You understand? Okay, for example, for Real de Banjul, I can understand that because we struggled. They struggled against the big teams when it comes to possession.
Right.
Teams somebody, even teams you have win guy, they dominate in possession.
Right.
Knowing Real de Banjul, knowing the history of Real de Banjul, knowing the pattern of football, Real de Banjul is keeping possession. Real de Banjul never a counter-attacking team. It's a team that possesses the ball, play beautiful football.
Right.
So last year we struggled with that. The young player, young Mari Musa, we even in possession. I'm not being my in Marimo. They were 2 man down. Well, after your Munlo Hamid Marimo is 2 man down. That was unacceptable. You understand? So players who sign me from Greater Tomorrow. Joge straight from there. Players they played in the league for Brikama. And they are these boys can ball. Samba Jallow is a star. Amadou Niasse is a star. These boys are midfield generals. They can play football. Vet, the striker, I will not tell you. You saw Vet. So all the players you are
midfielders from Samba Jallow and stuff like that, they can come in and take a spot from a real player in that 11.
Absolutely. Those boys are not coming there to sit on the bench. I don't know who are there in the midfield. They are in deep trouble. These boys are coming to play, and some of them are younger. They are coming to take that place. They want to play because knowing Real pour talk because Brikama rek ñom dañ jé door buñu gaay di door 2-1 ci goal project bi Samba Jallow bobu nonu ak no they were on top of their game. Dañu dominate in midfield. In midfield. So ñun xam nañ we have look guys talking about coach ñun suñu coach bi is the most experienced. So all the coaches in the league they are even close. Bu league bi jeexee
Habibi harama dog la tuuti ma read kii commentam bi Ismail Jaaju xam naa léegi la dugga si rek fekka ñu si waxtaane Real bu ñu lay tenda are you guys just talking about Real di Banjul today? Ismaila doore nañ Fortune laal nañ Walidan ñu si Real. We're gonna talk about more clubs, but Real léttee ñu pare si sax because Greater Tomorrow, these Greater Tomorrow players, there is a noise in town that, or a misconception in town, Real then draw Brikama United, but they did not realize a player like Vet, second top scorer in League B, wasn't even Brikama United player, was a Greater Tomorrow player. Just to emphasize on how big this signing is. This name Walidan, the indie players from Europe, from North Africa. This Vet guy for you, Sana, do you think this is the best transfer of the summer to League B?
Well, Dumako the best transfer in the summer. I think as a coach, you're gonna say in
who would Balamala buying a continue one team more and best transfer system of it.
Well, if you ask me about this summer business, I would definitely give it to Walidan. Looking at what they did, and then I would say that Walidan did.
How? How?
Why individually?
Individually,
come player. Individually, come player.
Player,
bobu nono.
Answer the last lower. You don't answer his question.
Why individual?
Yeah, no,
come Cristiano Ronaldo. So we can look at Cristiano Ronaldo and say he was the best signing the EPL this summer. Do you think the vet for Real is a better signing than Bafo, Walidan, and all these other guys?
Everybody has a right to put one day, this is my best signing. I think Real have all rights to name a vet in their own rights, and it's their best signing, and they can elude that. Okay, in fact, it's the best signing of the season. But you look at it at a different angle. Man, bringing people like Alajiba in the league is going to bring in more quality, more competition. If Walidan can bring in players that are playing in, like, for example, Europe. No matter how small the league is, they play Europe in the Coastal League. They're gonna. Who is not gonna say that is biggest transfer of the season? Everybody would say so. Yes, Vet is talented. Vet is talented. He is young. He is young, and he's gonna add lot of quality to Real de Banjul. But like I said, coaches, they're different. By Male already had experience. I'm not experienced players in this team. Maybe he thinks that he needed that energy, that young energy in his team pour mu inject to team pour mu wana aga level bumbuga. Fodeba, it's saying that I have young players already. I have energy in the team. I want to bring that experience pour ñu mëna motivate the young ones so they can have the best out of them pour ñu mëna achieve luñ bëgg achieve. So, there is a conflict of interest here. Why, from a neutral point of view, both teams, had a very smart window. They think very smart, but I think for the thing more smarter as far as I'm concerned at this point in time.
Man, because
signing Real Sense signing or Walidan Sense signing or Fortune can more gonna make impact. I just wanted to have an opinion on that one. Why didn't divert to see Elite United?
I'm not saying we have the best players.
I want us to look at Elite United because this is your area. Elite United losing a good chunk of their players. Karomo Drame, Aliou Jiba, Baboucarr Tambadou, Kutubo Sanyang, ñom ñep delu nen Real. Obviously these were guys you have going for a loan. You want to be better, you want to develop, you want to have more playing time. But Lulu pay off now because so by help come Baboucarr Tambadou, send game baby came Milan. He was incredible. He was easily man of the match. So these guys, they were part of the core for Elite United. Sana, what I want to ask you is, was it too soon for Real Jellen back, Yobulen Real? Didn't have that impact, didn't have that playing time, doesn't development did not continue.
Well, I don't want to be selfish here. I think these are players, we prepare them and they are ready to play at any level. Showcase in Lulu, still last season League B. So, and then I think they are ready. They are ready players that could that can start every game of every season for Real de Banjul. It depends on the mentality of coach and then whether they're gonna fit in his game plan. But your whole players individually, they possess all the qualities the player large to play at the highest level. Because I was very fortunate to work with these Nyom Kutubo, Nyom Tambadou, Nyom Karamo. But the biggest one is Karamo. That definitely the large one be simply because of the type of defender he is. But hey, one thing I can tell you with us is we are home of talents. So Kigene, you're gonna see a surprise package in the league. I can also assure you that. And we lost players, okay, but I think we still deserve some respect from teams. We are no pushover. I did say that last season. If you think Elite will make it easy for any other team in the league, you're making a big mistake. And what I said is what really happened, because look at that team, and I know what they had now. They are matured. The team is matured. Okay, yeah. At some point including for Lama at Aliu, but you know, those players came in when the team was already gelling. You know, they only add quality. Big guy in the guy adds a team, but then you move on. And I think we're glad that you know, players real feel that they want to jail player. You know, jail, and we don't want to do business with Real. You know, then you buy send a player, prepare and John and then they come back. Thank you very much. Hands down, but we are moving on. We are Elite and we are home of talent.
No, man do ma continue because Habib nga yegal bopa. Habib yow foog nga responsible mo. Foog nga responsible.
No, lu ma ko wax na dafa bari. Sa da nga ko like a very simple question. Lim ko like moy ban signing moy mo nga feel ne moy the best signing.
No, so, but I said it. I said as far as I'm concerned, Alhaji Ba. I didn't say it.
No, déglu rek.
I agree with him.
You could have just mentioned one player and then you back it up with your reasons, which is normal. Ras didn't ask you. No, déglu. Ras waxul la ifi paquet. Ban team am no. Every season, being Europe, being the best signing on paper doesn't mean that you are the best signing on the pitch. You understand? Somewhere Alhaji Ba is the best signing. The matter like, why is Alhaji Ba coming back to Wildern? That's the number one question. So sign a player from Nega. Some of the players are coming back because they want to restart their career. Things didn't go according to plan. We get it. So don't tell me that there's a player for them outside. No way. Some of the players.
No, that's your own perception. I had my reason with Alhaji Ba, and then which is fine.
Habibi, Harama interrupt for a second. Like, in all fairness, Alhaji Ba su tojute North Africa from Nekon, you know, but with his level and his experience, he can come back to that league and touch for. Because league boom don't play at league boom or them need. No disrespect to our league. It could be a lot easier for him.
Yeah, absolutely. The player Vet Bumowani, no doubt. Don't get me wrong. No doubt he's a top talent. Okay, but hey, come Limawane, you could see it in a different perspective. But as far as I'm concerned, Alhaji Ba, it's to me is a signing for Walidan. That is to me is the signing of the season.
Wahumane Vet is the Wahumalul. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the Vet is the best signing. I'm not saying that.
So who is your best signing? Yo, Habibi,
no,
then you move.
Man,
you continue.
Nyun problem last year was in the middle of the park. Nyun Addison Yun def dafa bay su nekk ci pega bi yow gis nga Fisco yow gis nga Tambir. On top of that yow xam nga ne kii mu fa Kajali mu fa he talk defense bi sun defense bi we have solid defenders ñu tek ci Karamu Mohamed Karamu.
No, I'm not. So, I know all of them. I know Karamo, I know Grigori Sambu, I know the qualities they all possess. You have Grigori, you have Karamo, and then you had a rock at the back. That's what I'm saying. But why Limawani Moy, come Limawani, bring in Tembedu, you know, to the team doesn't guarantee that he's gonna perform like what he's doing at Elite. Football.
No, you are trying to contradict yourself.
I'm just trying to take reference from Lingawa.
No, you say
so guarantee with Alajiba. No. Why you not going to guarantee? Look at my guarantee what Tambedu.
No.
All right. Guys,
I didn't say that.
Habib,
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Mele Mamadou.
Then you have to.
Habib, Mele.
You don't mulo guarantee he gonna come and spark for well done. You can mulo guarantee.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
continue at elite, guys. After saying there, I'm not going to enjoy, but we have to move on to elite. Finding this replacement. Obviously, Osana highlight and the Karamo Bokana top players you only lose. Obviously, Lamarana Tamsoko lose. This is your area. This is your team. It's a big deal, Tamit. You know how are you going to replace all these players you only lose all of a sudden, Sana?
I think Lama's replacement was very automatic. The key, I wasn't sure of in that Demna Moy Gaucho. He is one of the top players that I know. And then Kokulige na Mondipe Maneka Serekunda is he is an automatic replacement for anybody because Koku is a top player. You know, elite, we all know we will always go for the raw talents. And then I didn't know what is happening behind the scene of late. But I know that there are players made ready that are going to fit in their shoes. And then I think we will just move on.
Do you think Gaucho can play as a number 10?
Gaucho played, in fact, that is his best position. Let me tell you this. His best position is playing as a number 10.
Yeah, well, I got the chance to watch him closely in the league, and Gisnani, he's top talent, mom, but he's out of it. He's more than top.
Let me tell you one thing about him. I worked with him in the second division. His only problem is Lim Ganyu last season. More than Muntona consolidate. You know, because Lama came in obviously with a different spice. You know, Joge talking, you know, with an experience and stuff. Yeah. So obviously, you know, I mean, but they are technically, not far away from each other in terms of quality. Aliu is even more confident playing as a number 10 because his passes could be one pass is deadly. You know, and then he is that player. If Elliot can keep him fit, they are keeping somebody fit. He's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen much of him, but I mean, if you are on the same line, in the same conversation with Lama, definitely you can do that. But then again, let's get out from these top teams. You know, these teams, you know what they had a really good season. Let's talk about teams they were struggling. You know, Walidan Solen Oyenga Oriel, Ligai or I Fortune I Elite. But it used to be teams like Hawks. I mean, Habib, Hawks, they've been struggling, man. I mean, they were even in that relegation battle till the last part. Lamoneka problem in Hawks.
Well, no, it's very difficult to explain what exactly is happening with Hawks. Hamane down the years, I mean, goal scoring is a problem. While generally, something is not right with Hawks because Hawks is a household name in Gambian football. Muy club hamne, they expect Hawks muy compete. But so for the past 5 seasons, them down. Hawks, you know, it's more of a middle table team. They will start slowly and then fancy how you fight back, how new. How so the Hawks they play last game of the season. Relegate. Lulu, then something is really not right. Knowing Hawks is one of the teams you're having. No, they are lucky to have good feeder teams. Only Hawks know I'm second division and third division team. So, wow, then what's the problem? Because I'm not a feeder team. I'm not Ben team is more of an academy. So, what is the problem when you're negative Mohammed, they want a force in Gambian football. There is a problem, Mohammed. You have to be very close to the club. Because Gambia, I'm not your internal, Dugawa again, affect guys, basically, send football do you want? Because they still have their tradition, they keep the ball really well, they play, while sometimes they get exposed. Sometimes they get really exposed and then you concede goals to Hamna, you start to understand. Why Hamna something is definitely not right because lu ñoo wax ci Hawks ni nekkul just last season. It's just down the years. All this past season.
It's continuous.
They're not doing good.
It's continuous.
Yeah, it's after changing coach, beneen coach ñëw, Aliou Dia taxul ba léegi the same thing is happening. So xam naa ne going forward this season, su gaay perform up to expectation based on teams yi nga xam ne ñu ngi defaru, then ci xam naa ne foofu changes na fa. Because Hawks to team ndaw. Hawks is a huge club.
Changes su amee yow wax nga ne change nañ coach waaye dara. So obviously mu ngi signal ne it's not just a coaching problem. But man dama bëggoon I thought it was a coaching problem to a point nga xam ne sana man no one look Hawks they have somebody like Dawda Ba playing a Bundesliga, finish league be legend lafa, coach na in the US. He's training with this team. So franchise, with the Hawks franchise, he hamna inside and out. He knows the players. He even played for them few games. Obviously, Habibi was important. Hey, Munna amsa upper management outside the pitch. But if outside the pitch is fixed, do you see Dawdaba as an add-on? Kohamne, you have a licensed coach. Kohamne Hawks can rely on him. Put new Munna revive. Def all these changes from top to bottom.
Well, come Habib Limwa, Hawks' problem Munga ko attribute to a lot of things. He could you would not be wrong to say that they had a coaching issue, because in down the years certain could be independent coach, and then it's still the same problem. They persist. They finish almost like every season then fight for relegation. Bottom half is the team which to me is not acceptable as far as Hawks is concerned. But I think bringing people like Dawdaba to the team last season, we all thought is going to bring a lot of experience, and obviously his experience as a coach also should help the team, put on stability. But he has a little impact in the team. Do you give him the team and then 100% with all his ideas and stuff? If I'm the management of the team, I would consider doing that, because Dawdaba, I think is a perfect candidate for that mantle at Hawks. But like he said, I think there is more to the whole issue than only a coach issue. I think Hawks Sokohole, Purman player is on far, coach is on far, and management is on far. We are not quite sure, but I think all these three components are very instrumental in the team not delivering down the years. But I think one thing ngahamko, and that will always stay with them. That's the identity they have. Even so, they will go down to, fight for relegation. The identity of Hawks would always be there, and you can see anytime they play with pattern, and I think that is something that they can build on. Come Habib Limwa, it's surprising that they still struggling with some of these players. Amun striker, Amun it's one of the teams that has all the categories, and then why are you not elevating players from Red Hawks or Center Division team? Red Hawks?
I'm not just comment guy in the circumstances, Ogogo.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm going to Hawks time is like fortune this year. They are always on the spotlight. So man, all the guys you something. So you then give them the the help. You so man you have done it. I'm not lahu kat lañ so ñu xamna ñu ngay job way lu ñu wax la moy ñu ko based on lu xew ci past seasons ya mo understand
yeah absolutely
yeah so fofu len ko based not this coming season why man Gambia mu lonu ko anyway real flañ dem jël players yi ne tek nit ñi diko wax nit ñi dañ players yi xam nañ leen so demé train real or Hawks dañu xam ne yang man xam na player yo xam ne ñu fa right now. Why Hawks definitely bench statement on their Facebook page when they come signing they've been quiet. Why the problem is deeper than
ñom tam lose nañ few players yo xamne they were very instrumental but they had to leave because of all these issues that we are highlighting. Why again, we highlighted these issues, but it's also good joining positives about Hawks and identity and everything that they are doing to revive this team. Another team guys, I'm not know you comment affaire Gunjur United, very soon they would be coming up. I'm not new affaire Steve Biko. But because time allowed you almost in 1 hour, we have 30 minutes after that when you do the Gambia. Didn't do the Marimobi Waruta Yaga because it's another team
playing Division 2 football. See last minute why some of you getting definitely changes. Send players, but also definitely changes. Send admin side, in the Ibrahim Ajobate Nekon Latikunda United, them Namanjai and took up this secretary general position. Habibi Yonga Ibrahim Abubahaba, his qualities, his personality, his character. Is this a win for Marimo and a miss for Latikunda United?
Big time. Big time. Ibrahim Ajobate is a kid with principle. Su nekkee si club bi joxuloo ko juam joxuloo ko mu liggéey nu war a liggéey he will go. How ma Marimo kan moo leen advise it, but they did the right thing. Kid is special. He is special, I can tell you, and the energy is there. Ñun xam nañ ko bu baax lu moo def daf ko bëgg te gëm na ko. So Marimo are the biggest winner in this. Laa ko na ñoom ñooy lose because te man gisuma sax lu tax ñoom ñuy nangoo lose such an asset. Koo xam ne mu ngi support team bi depuis nawetaan ba team bi di bi time Stuttgart ba team bi ba aksi fu mu aksi nii ba moom muy job si team bi kooku waruloon na ko mu def because dafa jox club bi a very good color of identity dafa wane ne club bi ñii di are the originals but they let him go. Xam naa ne he wasn't happy because suma rakala waxtaan ne we talk about it so bu ma waxee ne Marimo ma ne ko Marimo that's a massive signing for them. So I hope that you can wish good luck and mu job with Monyong Cow and everybody around the club. But it's not far from him. So it's easy. It was an easy choice, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think that it was a good signing. You go wish all the best. Obviously, Union Latikunda United, we wish in Latikunda United all the best. But guys, Legi didn't do the Scorpion in Dubai. I'm actually very happy. Our timing is really, really good. Yeah. Coming before
Ras Balanga them si Scorpion see. There are a few teams you get see second division, we know see first division. And I think it's important you highlight Lulu. Those teams are also teams to watch.
Right.
Falcons won the league from the second division with an extremely great season in the second division. Scoring goals for fun. Abib can be a witness, Setan Nalen. And you have Samga back in the first division. And I believe you have Biko back, if I am right, and you also have Team Rhino back. You look at these teams and what they have been doing in the second division for the past 3 seasons. With the exception of Falcons, who just came from the third division, second division, and then make it up. I think they will also have a lot of things to offer in the first division league. I'm not quite sure. With Nyari team in the US, Hamnan send players, they are too young. That is Falcons and Team Rhino. These are teams we should be watchful of these teams because they can hurt any team. I know Rhino very well, and I know Falcons team very well. In fact, my by a few years ago, I'm a test game from Elite at Falcons, Season Fieldway. When I saw them play with the aggression they had, I said to myself, "This is a first division material." I was right. I was right. And one season down the line, they proved me right. They can definitely make it to the top tier. And they did. They did it in a grand style in the second division. In a grand style. Abib can tell you that. He watched them. But following them, you will know that those kids, there is no fear in them. Lady Rhino, Lady Falcons, there is no fear. And these are teams that will come in the second division with nothing to lose. I mean, better to lose.
Yeah.
But if anybody didn't respect them in the first division, they can hurt you. They can hurt any team. Trust me.
Yep.
They have a strong backing, Tammy. They have a very strong backing, you know. So for people who are distant and cannot watch them and don't know these teams, because we are good like I know, the little that we see internet would give us an indication of how serious these teams are. For example, Rhino. You know, Rhino. I mean, I know all their fixtures, all their results. You know, they post, they update a lot, so you can tell administratively they're up there. And I'm glad they reflect the guys and players at same performance. Habibi, we can also say the same with few of the third division teams you have known into second division. Which teams are we supposed to be keeping an eye on? You know, Ouagadougou and all these other teams.
Yeah, the other two teams from Jara, Diba Oil and the other one. Fortunately, next teams you have Hamnalen. Why Hamnalen, Ouagadougou and Greater Tomorrow, new mom, in terms of organization and everything, they are ready. They are ready, and I think the teams you have backing. You have Ouagadougou. They don't play around. They love the game and they will do whatever it takes to be there. So, and no one last year you stumble the final. This time you fight back. You make it. So we expect them to do well. Man, I would have it in Gambia a bit earlier. There were plans for Gambia Football Fans TV and Gambia Football Fans Forum. There were a lot of plans you have the upcoming season. Why, unfortunately, Mahawa overstay, but it also gives so many unanswered questions to some of our sport journalists. It's really crazy. They could not do nothing, absolutely nothing, no preview. Them, I don't get it. Season bang Dorsey, definitely team show you that them check lane. This is crazy, Ras. Gam Football Fans TV and Gam Football Fans Forum have a program for teams both teams you egg from third division to second and you egg from second to fourth. We have a program for them, but unfortunately, my own fee monomatic. While we add just a little bit more, a team like Falcon, the first time I watched Falcon play, I saw an identity. They were playing with one of my friends' team. Manako boy, and I was like, you do it easy. Team Mohamed send wing backs, they contribute towards their goal. Can you imagine send left back, we scored double figures, 11 goals and bunch of assists. Left back.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I watched Rhino. We are shaky in the first round. Mustafa Disney, some of the players are useless. They don't want to play. They want to play and enjoy life. In the players they are hungry. Second round view. There they go. Because when you have a young guy, he's young. He knows what the teams need.
Habib, Rhino went through the playoff system, right?
Yep. Why?
This playoff system was only last year. Is it something that the GFF
is
looking to continue? Is it then Kogis next season, Tamit?
Some guy, you like GFF.
Yeah, because I think that, season be today Jesse adding that player factor to it. That they gonna nehal league be that they ambiance be. I mean, if
Fogna, the reason why it was Fogna
because addition be.
No, yeah, because 4 teams are on it, so 2 qualify straight, and I love the playoffs.
Wow. No, addition be more. Why I think that traditionally into it.
Mundanyo in the like teams qualify automatically. Why? I think the first and second went into the first division automatically. Then there were 2 more spots that were up for grab. So the last top 4 teams, and then
Hadim Jai,
to compete for it. I think that's something that is definitely doable. It's workable. If teams are qualifying in the first division, top 2 qualify, then the third team become England. Definitely, I'm going to play. It's going to add a lot of things on the lot of competition.
The Rhino and Gunjur game was boom.
That was the best game. That was the best game of the season.
And in fact, the goals scored on that.
They were top class goals. You see them. I'm gonna elaborate more on Rhino because I don't want to be biased. So I'm just.
You are already.
No, I don't want to be biased, but I know. I didn't talk about the goals. I didn't talk about the goals, but you see, he said it himself. And that game was the best, and I think everybody who watched that game would say that was a proper deciding game, and then the goals were top class goals that were scored, and then the playoff, obviously the excitement was there. You could see it every day. So I mean, it was great. It was great to go through that, and then we made it through the playoff.
Yeah, something man, as a fan, I would be looking forward to it. But let's go to Dubai now, because we want to see or talk about what's going on. Obviously, New Zealand play. New Zealand would be in Dubai there, and they would have the opportunity to play Algeria team who guys set up for the FIFA Arab Cup, which is almost in December because January they have to make 2 teams put new them Nation Cup at new them FIFA Cup B. That is the reason why I was saying to myself, to fake any Algeria and FIFA Arab Cup team is there. Was this an opportunity for Gambia a more test match at the end team, or is it something like fancy would look at it and say, everybody was complaining that we don't want that team? Habib.
Sorry. Glass.
So yeah.
Yeah, everybody if national team everybody is, all eyes are on what's happening with the national team in Dubai Peace, and then you're gonna play with New Zealand on Tuesday. Basically, we all know what happened in the last camp. It was not the best of camps in Morocco, from the performance down to the results of the game. So I think going forward to the AFCON, which is soon, this game with New Zealand has what to prove. It has a lot to prove to us, to the fans. They are undecided. Paranoid. It has something to tell us how prepared we are, how balanced is the team, the morale of the team. Because to be honest, New Zealand is a decent team. So you cannot complain that we are playing with like South Sudan. We are playing with a decent team. Push all the way, and team in football, they have what it takes to win us. Because I'm not players, So I would have loved to have a secondary game. For now, they were trying to work on having another game, but for now, not possible. Why? Let's see what the coach gonna do towards this game. So if I am a very convincing result, or if not, even if we lose and still play really well, clear chances. And then the fans I'm something to smile about. My only worry about some team lately is the way we approach games. Doesn't matter can your player, we rather when you guys sit back. I think Lulu is not the only way to play football. I think football should be played based on the opponent. I'm not opponent, but you have to come on them, attack them, because so already the players we got going forward, they are all good. I think with the right approach, with the right tactics, one of them want to punish teams, but because I'm in players, they are really skillful. Soon 4 line, our top players know how they could hurt anybody. Why it's my only problem with the team where they sit back. If you sit back, if you lose the ball in certain areas, you get exposed. Then that's all. I think it's about time could be more you start the stronger things as well. Because some of this camp is to test. So you can use different formats. So when I want the chance to play 3 games, you can use different formats to see one format more use the best. Why still now it's difficult to say exactly one format, one playing pattern like Gambia apart from counter attack. The other teams will have if they keep the ball really well, so like players be chase the ball, they get pumped up. Certain kind of face. So how
they playing pattern. Sometimes you would have to you will have to depend on your opponent and Binakalamo play. Motama is on this Algeria team play New Zealand, and I was saying to myself, Algeria play a similar football to Tunisia, regardless of the Chan team, the Arab Cup team, the national team. They have their identity. You have they play. Why obviously we would not have this opportunity to play another Dekinar. But Maluma Fogne is also important more the team chemistry, bonding outside the pitch. You know, your coach, you coach young players, and team bonding is very important to you. Do you think it would be necessary to fake this Algeria versus New Zealand game? They will be playing it in the same stadium, Bir Dubai. Do you think if you were the coach, would you use this opportunity as a team bonding activity and also a study mission for players in the Satan game be born? Buy hell New Zealand, also have the opportunity to buy hell Algeria and you play from Tunisia.
Well, yeah, you could use it in both ways, and then putting up bonds a team. I think come Abib Wararek, we have more to that. We should be focusing on our own performance rather than paying attention on the team we played, because the way we play of late has been a little bit scary. We are very low in confidence, and we have to boost our confidence. And this game, it's equally important for to continue building that confidence. Come last camp, we played in 2 games. We lost 3 games, we lost 2, and then we won the last one. And I think that is where they should build. Playing against New Zealand, I was a bit skeptical because of the fact that they came from a different area, with the competition, looking at the competition where we're going to. But also now, Holco, on a technical point of view, will be playing with Tunisia. And Tunisia more or less has almost the same playing pattern like Algeria. And playing with New Zealand and learning from it also, look at what Algeria are also going to do against them. It could help us to also prepare against Tunisia, which is, from a coaching point of view, I think I will. That's something very positive in it. What has to be said has to be said. It will be difficult for us to have proper African teams. The same zone at this very point in time, because the World Cup qualifiers are going on. So. And that is teams don't have the qualifiers are lucky enough because they could still it's a competitive game, but they will still have their team together playing a competitive games. Play New Zealand is the option we had, and I think we should take it. We should make good use of it and focus on how to bond towards in the African Cup of Nations. It's a top team, but it's a team where they're good, and then we could definitely learn a lot from that game.
Yeah, definitely. Remember New Zealand, we've seen that they are coming off, 2 wins the last window against Curaçao, against Bahrain. And then could be they're gonna come in, stressing out there. These wins were good, but it was the minimum expected of them. So going forward, they have set a standard. Okay, is a minimum requirement. Based on where we are as a team, factoring our last performances, Habib, what is the bare minimum results or performance that expect from the Scorpions versus New Zealand?
Yeah, I will be very particular of the way we play.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind we played really good and lose. I don't mind if we played the game, Nukis Gambia more dominate, let's say 55-45 or 60-40 in possession, dominate game, we played chances. if we play like that and we lose the game, I won't complain because maybe we were unlucky to score our chances. Why on a fine day we will convert all the chances.
If we play like that, and what if we play like that and concede 2 bad goals or 3 bad goals?
Yes, whatever game B has this game has a lot to explain to many football fans around the Gambia, because defending it's one of the key component of going into a game, because the fact that you are defending well, it means you're still in the game. What is wrong when you Ibeku jail goal, early goal, then the fact that at one point you have to change your game plan because you have to chase the game and try to score, and then munga jail another one. But my main priority going for this game is trying to see how the team gonna play. And I mean entirely from the goalkeeper to the striker, because it's a team sport. Right now, Mayo Munyo start because that's how our team is. Some team they have door. Why thinking it's a one game blank so we expect could be from this game we can see a lot for the future, because better game like so he's gonna use his possible favorites for this game. So going forward,
I'm gonna do though. Come Sana, Habib Migiwane this time didn't expect coach Bidina Sampa his best team. But also Damlabuga likes a very best team bobu nono. But before you do the best team bobu nono, Setanga games, if you are in his shoes, you're looking at tapes from last games and you say, okay, feel us some problem neka, feel us some problem neka, feel us some problem neka. Going into this camp, what is your message to the boys tactically? What are you expecting from the boys?
Well, I think so. Small what is your reference from the last 2 games here? I think it's I wouldn't do justice, because I have seen 2 different games with 2 different performances with no identity in the team. But I also seen in the last game, at least you could see a little bit of pattern in the game in the team. And I think that is something it would be very, very unfair to balance the past 2 games. But what is more certain is we need to have a steady team to build on. Our strikers, we don't have problem with strikers, but we had a problem of putting up a team together. That is the right players at the right time. That is something that the coach needs to work on. The past 2 test games, according to him, he was trying to see players, in different positions and stuff. To me, it is more to that. It is more to the quality players in the right position at the right time. This game with New Zealand can be a good opportunity in the team Bohamne Bobulabuga play in the AFCON, which he can start working on. And I think from a coaching point of view, this is the most competitive game prior to the AFCON, and probably this is going to be the last training camp in the FIFA calendar, except December, January, players, and then he tried to work on a few things. But he has to pick a team one that have balance. We have a lot of inconsistencies in Digabi, and I know that our biggest issue. I'm then a couple of players playing at the back that are good. Okay, individually they are good, but hey, you have to connect the dots to bring those individual Mareko together to have a team, and that is what we're going to do. For example, OJ, it's an automatic choice. Can more compatible with OJ. You try to build on that.
Why don't we do this activity? The 2 of you guys, why don't we do this activity? Because mention the right quality, the right player at the right time, and make sure we have a team that we can identify with. Let's do this activity where we come up with a team, 11. Let's start with you, and then later Habib what his thinking is. Don't let a goalkeeper be at Sabag 4B. What is that right quality, right player, right time? There's no better way,
Right.
better time to start than your first 11. So keeper
Right
right
now, I'm not gonna talk about the players that are not there because we don't have to be disrespectful of the players in the team right now. But I think if Toldo is available, is an automatic choice to play there. So for Nekut, Toldo, Nekut
go with the 25.
And we will have
Let's
Sibi.
go with the 25 that we have.
Basically, Sibi is gonna step in. To me, then I pick Sabak Fobi. Siri Janko is an automatic choice, as far as I'm concerned. Even though Miguel knows team, but look at his last performance in the last game. It was it's something that he can build on. OJ Mom, we all know, is an automatic choice, and I'm gonna play with James. He's young, he's energetic, he's smart, he's intelligent. I am gonna play with him because he can handle pressure very well. And you need that at our back. And
the best ball playing player in the
Gambian defender you could ever have. And I think he is the goalkeeper. I'm not sure whether it's Sibi or Babukar, but I think left back Ibu Ture with his experience. I think he can also give us something because Setad now could be more play Gambia the previous qualifiers. And coming into the middle, that is where I had an issue.
Habibi chance move at backline. Habibi, are you changing anything Lusana did them Bala knew them to midfield?
Yeah, no, why Sana is not so about his goalkeepers.
Can more play the force? Can more play Sunmade Congo? Babukar, then it's Babu. Bunyo lose Biri Congo, yes.
Sibi.
Yeah, it's Sibi. Yeah, Sibi. That's my choice, Sibi.
Habib, are you good with that choice?
Yeah, man. I'm down with OJ and James Gomez. I'm also down with Shading Janko. I will. This Leon guy is Leon Juara, right?
Mm-hmm.
Left footer, right?
Prefer over Ibu Adams.
Is he in the team right now?
Yep.
Leon Juara, is he in the team right now?
He's not there?
Is he in the team right now?
He's not there.
Oh, I
thought Leon is there.
I think. Wow. So mom guy instead of Ibu Ture to in the back.
Wow,
but then in the midfield.
Lolo Manko based on the last camp.
Okay.
Performance guy performed in the last camp.
But then in the midfield, what are you Langa for tech?
Fanon.
See midfield.
I'll go with a 2. I will take Jakwa and this boy, Ibrahim Adabo. And then I'll put Jamano in front of them.
So
that's my midfield trio.
All right, and then I think there for the forward we will go back to Sana, and then if Sana, if you have any kind of altercation, Bobu got the midfield trio, midfield free, and then let's see what you would put in the forward.
Well, in the forward, the player I'll pick first it's obviously going to be Hassan. He's an automatic choice for me as far as I'm concerned, and Musa Baro is gonna come next. And I'm gonna put if Seka Baro is available, I will have to look at it because he's not available. So and in that department, I will automatically play with Steve. And Lima Def Moy, Somalaje, I would have played with 2 out-and-out strikers. Musa Baro you could have it on the left. Then ma play, Steve on the other side because it depends also. Don't judge me wrong. I think you could use both of them, but you can give them different responsibilities at a different time. So if we are going into the defense, we all know that Steve is not going to do much for us in the defense. And Musa, can he track back? Is he quick enough to help us in the defense? Yes, he is. Quick enough to help us in the defense. Can Hassan also play a role in defense? Yes, he can play a role. So obviously, you can give responsibilities, go forward. You can also give responsibilities if you are tracking back on the defense. And I wouldn't mind using Steve, but I'm going to give him a different responsibility when we are defending.
Yeah, based on yen luñ fi watane in terms of 11 or whatever it is, it's an understanding from the fans because we're speaking from the fans' point of view. I'm at least 13 to 14 core players yo hamne expect nañ leen pour ñu gis leen pour guys start this game as the best team bu coach bi di mëna indi. But guys, this would be our last FIFA international calendar date. After game B, that's it. I don't know that I'm test match Funko Likite Funko Dugale, but FIFA doesn't have a calendar until after AFCON. If I am right, but let's just say I am right. Confident level wise, based on test match, maybe like you said, ngane play well, you lose, you would be satisfied. Say we beat New Zealand and played impressively. Dorneyland playing it impressively. Where would your confidence level be? One at a time, high, low, mid-level? Have you gone to the AFCON?
No, right now, my confidence munta high, munta nika that high. So my expectation is lower already. Man, I lowered my expectation because of a lot of things happening. You have maybe that there are fans from the outside. They have no clue of what I'm trying to say. But knowing what I know, so my expectation is limited. I expect them to go and have a decent AFCON. While I'm not expecting a lot. I'm not. To be honest, I will not lie to myself. Seeing our opponents, how they are prepared, the mood, the atmosphere, all what it takes to go to a tournament compared to ours, and then some of the things that sometimes don't need to discuss things, to the media. But to be honest, I would have loved also if they could have arranged. For example, Guinea-Bissau are our neighbors and they are going to this tournament. I would have loved to have a last-minute test game, even though it might not be an official FIFA or CAF calendar game. But it would have been good to play, let's say, Guinea-Bissau before going to AFCON. But like I said, my expectations are lower, really lower. But Gambia is our Gambia. We have been supporting Gambia when we lose. So going to AFCON, we will support even more because we always defend our flag, our national anthem, and all that. But to be honest, I'm not very, 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 very confident going to the AFCON. Looking at the pool we are, looking at the performance of the teams we are supposed to meet there. No, I don't think I have a reason to have very high morals, if I am being honest to myself. But like we said, football is not what we write on paper.
They are in our group. So Hole Mali, I think they do Uganda 3-0 and headed into that last spot for World Cup qualifier. So obviously, Sen spirit is very, very high. I'm talking about high spirit, Sana. Where are you right now in terms of what you are feeling with our Scorpions?
Well, in terms of hope, it's like as a coach, you all the time has to be optimistic, but you also have to face the realities. There are a lot of uncertainties around the team regarding players' performance. Right now, Ningsi team which we should be more focused on. Like I said, I'm gonna make a decision and I'm gonna make my point clear after the New Zealand game, because then I would see the team again and I would know the mindset they are in. And I think that's a very important game as far as I am concerned, in terms of team bonding, team performance, certain players stepping up to their responsibilities. We want to see that composure between the back and the strikers and the back. Also, strikers playing as a unit. The back being very solid. That's something that I want to see. I want to see the team having a pattern, the team having an identity, and the team playing as a complete team. Come Lingis to qualifiers. That's something that we wanted to see. Then I will be able to make my point clear. But by going through what happened in the past international window, you could say that we are definitely behind, and which we in terms of confidence we have a lot to work on.
Well, Coach Bine, he's bringing all these new players, quality players, because he is thinking about the future, which I am fully endorsing. Players you more in the knee, they are quality players. Speaking for myself, small worry more would they have the time to gel Bala Afconbi? Why obviously having this opportunity again would give the players and the coach the time to build a strong chemistry and play and put in all these qualities you learn from St. Timsy, put in together, and then Sundeme Afcon, they would impress and they would make us all proud. Guys, feeling your way goodbye. You don't set on yep. And you have no comment nañ fi affaire GFF ne wa Banjul dinañ toj league bi dinañ jël league bi ñom Hatib Walidan and everybody that's here. We just want to say thank you for coming in and not just watching but also contributing to show. Until then, guys, say goodbye, and you guys say quickly goodbye, Balani, or any message you want to add.
Well, I'm standing on the floor, concerning about these players, Julian Labandul, in the all that. I will let the news do the talking, because from a gender Bible point of view, you don't let the cat out of the bag. When the news coming next will explain what we are doing. I'm not talking about news of playing football. There are news around everything Real does. So
so nekon straight talk manela genel mus bisimbas
no, I'm not.
So it's all
African the Africa hamna chat dafa am. So I will not say it, but the news will explain, and then they so we shall see. And then Wednesday we're coming again, straight talk. By Monday or Tuesday, they have the topics in the moment you discuss. Well, no man had like sana sakato be lang tombong dafa them.
No. Actually, I have to be very clear with that. I was unable to talk to him after being on issue. But the rest assured, I'm gonna talk to him today. Inshallah tomorrow. So we're gonna tell it in Banjul, then our home, and then I would definitely share it with the forum. But we hope we're gonna have him because he's very important. And these are things though we have to discuss.
Ras, to avoid people calling because today we talk about Real, Wildan, and Elite, right?
Mm-hmm.
So name makes one is in your day because yen team you get cast now it's too tight or all the 16 teams. That's how difficult,
Yeah, why Lolo more tight Ras.
The good news, guys, fans you were here and all of us, the good news about these programs is the league is about to start. And the teams you have, they are playing, win or lose, didn't discuss fee. Time constraint motor, and we could not cover all the teams. But we promise you that season be more, we would give everybody their fair share. We would say goodbye. And,
insane. So Ras, insane. So we did talk about Fortune, no win league, and then we talked about Elite New finished second, Walidan finished third, Real finished fourth. So that's fair. We came back to the teams, they were struggling. For relegation. Marimo, Hawks, and we did talk about the teams who have been doing in second division video. So it's like fuck you, Jahas Bahas correct. Why you not just dip by Friday, then continue league and preview league inshallah Rabbi. And watch out for straight talk.
All right, thank you guys. All right, bye bye.